going on, guys? And welcome to an exciting new episode of When the Slipper Fits. Before we get into today's topic, make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and be sure to click subscribe on the notification bell. Follow me on YouTube so that you get latest updates on upcoming episodes and a few more surprises. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So before we start our topic, I have to do a little praise report from God himself. From a month of after having 1,000 followers on TikTok, we made 10,000 followers. I cannot believe in 1 month time this all happened. And I'm here to tell you it's because of God. So this is where we get into today's topic. So that means today's topic is going to be called, if you don't know what you want, how can you ask for it? And that's a really good question, especially with godly people today. There are times we think we know what we want. But then the bigger question is, what do you really want from God? That's a good question. So we're going to take it step by step by step, so it can make sense to you. And there are going to be times we're going to look through the book of James where it says clearly, you have not because you ask not. If you think about one of my favorite movies since COVID-19, a movie came out called The Secret, Dare to Dream. In one of the scenes, the character of Bray goes to one of the mother's children who don't have faith in their life. They're always Debbie Downers and, oh, everything happens to me and everything bad comes and blah, 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 blah. But the thing was, she did not know what she wanted in life. She thought she did, but in reality, she did not know what she wanted in life. And we're going to talk about that. There are times we think, well, God's purpose is, perfect for me. But the thing is about God, he doesn't just plant a seed in you and you just go out willy-nilly and not pray about it anymore. You have to pray and speak life and not death in the situations. God is not a mind reader. God will place the desires of your heart, but you have to know what you want first. If you don't know what you want, how can God bless you? If you don't know what you desire, how can it come? If you don't know the plans that he has for you, how are you going to expect it when it arrives? These are all very valid and very good questions to ask yourself. So Bray asked the daughter about her birthday party, about what do you want for your birthday party? She did not know the answer. So he says to her, well, if you don't know what you want, how can you ask for it? If you don't know what you want, you don't know how to ask God for it. And I had to learn about this too, many years ago. I thought God wanted me to get married and have kids, which is true, he does. But I did not know what I wanted in a husband. There were times I was like, well, yeah, I want a godly man. But God asked me the question, what do you want out of your husband? And it pondered me for a minute. And it's like God was telling me, you have not because you ask not. And it changed my prospects of praying. So let's look up James 4 and see what it clearly says about why you have not, because you didn't ask for it. What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You want something, but you don't get it. You kill and covet, but you cannot have what you want. You quarrel and fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. It clearly says it right there. You grumble and complain and you nag God for something, and then you get mad at him because it's like, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. You did not get what you wanted because you did not ask for it and you did not receive it. This isn't me judging, and this isn't me mad. This is me basically reading scripture. There are times in our walk with God we get upset. We're like, God, this is not what I asked for. I asked for a husband. Well, he didn't know what you wanted in your husband, so you got what you asked. You didn't give him qualifications. You did not give him his specifics. And it clearly says be specific in your prayers. And you did not get it because you were not specific. So you quarrel and argue and fight with God because you did not get what you asked. So you're asking, what do I need to ask for from Jesus? God is a big boy. He can handle your prayers. The question is, are you ready to ask what you've been desiring for years? If there's a man who says, okay, so you say, I want a man with big blue eyes, a beautiful smile, brown hair, but is so godly and so hungry and so on fire for God, that's asking specifically in prayer. And you're going to have it because you asked. But the thing is, you have to receive it after you asked God for it. God is not a mind reader, and he's certainly not Santa Claus. But when you have a strong, hungry relationship with Christ, you have the tools that you need to be specific in your prayers. So I'm going to ask you, what do you want? Write it down in a journal. Pray about it. Ask the Lord for discernment and signs and clarification from him of what you really want in life. And there's nothing wrong with asking God about the qualifications and the specifics about your husband, ladies. There's nothing wrong with that, ladies. We are mighty women of God. And you have to look at your scriptures. It's right there in black and white in the book of James. And I like to call it the shut up book of the Bible because it's spot on true. It smacks you hard. And God is basically saying, there it is. And you fall flat and go, whoops. But guys, this is called growing. This isn't judging. This is you growing your walk with Christ. And you can't have a slipper to fit if you do not ask God what you truly want in life. There's nothing wrong with being specific in prayer. You're not idolizing. You're not nagging. You're asking. You're receiving it and believing it. But you don't stop right there, ladies. You pray for your husband every single day. Pray for his job. Pray for his walk. Pray for his journey to come, to be relocated to you. Ladies, you are about to enter one of the biggest breakthroughs ever. Your spouse is about to be relocated, but you cannot be ready if you don't ask God what your desire is. That's all I have time for today. But be sure to come by next week for another good episode. I hope you enjoy this topic as much as I do. And know one thing, I'm praying for you. You're not alone. I was in this situation for years. And I had to heal and grow and walk with God before I even knew what I was going to have in life. You're almost there. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. And stop listening to the distractions. You're almost there. God bless your night, guys, and I will see you next week.